Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to BGR India. With ongoing launches and the festive sale season around, smartphone sales have gone up exponentially in India. Consumers now have all the more options in each segment. But in this video, we will tell you top 5 smartphones that you can consider under Rs 20,000. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. Number 1 on our list is the Poco X2. It recently received a price hike in the country which puts the 8GB RAM variant out of this segment. However, that does not make the smartphone any less competitive. Powered by Snapdragon 730G mobile platform, it is available starting at Rs 18,499 in India. The 8GB model costs a little over 20,000 and you can also consider it in our opinion. From 120Hz display, Sony IMX686 sensor to a Snapdragon 730G mobile platform, this phone checks a lot of boxes. It packs 4500 mAh battery, runs Android 10 and has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor like others. One of the biggest talking point is the 6.67-inch display with 120Hz refresh rate. The main camera uses 64MP Sony IMX686 sensor with an 8MP ultra-wide-angle camera and two sensors of 2MP each for depth and macro. Second on our list is the Motorola One Fusion Plus, a value for money proposition with aggressive pricing. It features Snapdragon 730G chipset, 6GB RAM, 128GB storage and 5000 mAh battery with 18W turbocharging. While not an Android One phone, the Fusion Plus will also get Android 11 updates and continued software updates for 2 years. The device is one of the few phones in this segment to feature pop-up front camera. This offers an uninterrupted full-screen display on the 6.5-inch Full HD Plus LCD panel. The Fusion Plus also comes with quad camera on the back with 64MP primary camera, a 8MP ultra-wide-angle camera, 5MP macro lens and 2MP depth sensor. The phone is priced at Rs 17,499 and can be purchased in moonlight, white and twilight blue color options. Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro is undeniably the best Xiaomi smartphone in the sub 20,000 price segment right now. Prices starting at Rs 13,999, it comes with Snapdragon 720G processor, 4 or 6GB of RAM and 64 or 128GB of storage option. Our primary reason for picking the Redmi Note 9 Pro over the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max is the 48MP rear camera with Samsung ISOCELL GM2 sensor. The sensor captures crisp images with good details, dynamic range and is better than the 64MP Samsung ISOCELL GW1. On the other hand, the Redmi Note 9 Pro packs 6.67-inch Full HD Plus display with 16MP punch-hole selfie camera. You get the Corning Gorilla Glass 5 at the front as well as rear, which makes this premium smartphone despite its price. It runs MIUI 11 based Android 10, has a large 5020 mAh battery with 18W fast charging and a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. Coming up next is the brand new product series from Realme that targets young users with interest in mobile gaming. As we observed in our review, there is nothing much that sets Narzo 10 apart from the Realme 6 series. However, if you want to spend hours gaming on a mobile device, you might want to take a look at the Narzo 10. Realme Narzo 10 still has a plastic back, but the texture is also identical to the design seen on the flagship Realme X2 Pro. It comes in two different colors of that white and that green, which mimics the naming scheme followed by Google with its Pixel lineup. Under the hood, it gets the MediaTek Helio G80 chipset with Mali G52 MC2 GPU. Realme is smart enough to offer only one memory option of 4GB RAM and 128GB storage. There is a 6.5-inch HD Plus display, rear-mounted fingerprint sensor, 5000 mAh battery with 18W fast charging. It has a quad rear camera setup with 48MP main shooter paired with an 8MP ultra-wide, 2MP macro and 2MP black and white sensor. You know we are not very impressed with this camera setup, but that 16MP selfie camera is fine. It runs on Realme UI 1.0 based on Android 10 and it is priced at Rs 11,999. Coming to the last smartphone on our list is the Galaxy M31. Now I know Samsung has already launched the Galaxy M31s in India, but only the base variant of this smartphone is under Rs 20,000. That's why we suggest you to take a look at the Galaxy M31 as it remains one of the big battery smartphones in Galaxy M lineup under 20k. If you want a large battery, then it has got you covered with 6000 mAh battery. Yes, that 15W fast charging is not really fast, but that's a trade-off for the price. Additionally, you get a 6.4-inch display with Full HD Plus resolution and 19.5:9 aspect ratio. Unlike other devices, it uses a Super AMOLED display which should help you with watching content. It is powered by Exynos 9611 and comes with 6GB RAM and 64 or 128GB storage option. It also has 64 megapixel main camera along with 8 megapixel ultra wide angle sensor, a 5 megapixel depth and 5 megapixel macro sensor. There is a 32 megapixel selfie camera, rear mounted fingerprint sensor, and it runs on One UI 2.0. So that's pretty much for this video guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified every time we upload a new video. For more news and reviews from the world of tech, visit www.bgr.in.